together. This is that I want us to look at. How can we answer this particular question? So this is a physics question. So all these questions here are falling under one topic that is called light. We want us to look at light, how we get to answer questions in an exam. So I hope we are able to see these particular questions. You are able to see them. You are able to see them. So these are the questions that I want us to look at. These are the questions that I want us to revise through. How can we answer these particular questions? How can we answer them? So before you even look at these particular questions, don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to like and comment. So this is what I want us to start with. So how can we answer these particular questions? How can we answer them? So say solutions. How can we answer these particular questions? How can we answer them? How can we go about them? So the question is saying, find the refractive index and critical angle in the diagram below. As we know, we are answering these questions together. We are revising through together. So especially those of you that are under my online lessons, make sure that you are copying down these questions in your book so that you revise through them at your own time after this particular lesson. And those of you that wants to join us, I'm going to share my number. This is my number here. You can contact me on this number so that you pay and I add you to the group. So that is my contact number there. If you want tuitions, it's only 100 kwacha monthly, both chemistry and physics. I teach on a daily basis starting at 21 hours, Monday to Friday. So we are taught to find the refractive index and the critical angle in the diagram below. So these are two diagrams that we are given. We want to find the critical angle and the refractive index. Those of you that know how to answer these questions and those of you that are getting this for the first time altogether. So I'm going to be as slow as I can so that I can help those of you that know you are revising and those of you that are getting this for the first time, you are learning something new. So for you to find the critical angle, if you want to find the critical angle, there's something that you need to know. So for you to find the, let me start with the refractive index. For you to find the refractive index, there is something that you need to know. There is something that you need to understand. You need to know that the refractive index is given by a formula where you say n is equal to, so refractive index is denoted by n. You say sine what? Sine I over sine r. This is the formula that we get to use. You know that the I that is there, that is the angle of incidence. So that is the angle of what? Incidence. The I that is there is the angle of incidence. We've got the R that is here. The R that is here is called the angle of, so this is the angle of refraction. This is what you need to know. These are two important things that you need to know. So that is a particular formula that we get to use if we want to find the refractive index. So we say sine I, we know that I is the angle of incidence, then sine R, which is the angle of refraction. So the angle of incidence is between this. So if I was to put something, a diagram here, a simple diagram, so that you understand this. If a ray of light is coming like this, if it is coming like this and it goes that way. So now where is the angle of incidence and the angle of refraction? So the angle of incidence is between the incident ray. This one that you are able to see here, this is called the incident ray. So we get to call this as the incident what? Incident ray. This one here is called the normal ray. This is what you're supposed to know. So the angle of incidence is between the incident ray and the normal ray. So the angle of incidence is there. That is where we get to find what? The angle of incidence. Then the angle of refraction is between the refracted ray. So this is the refracted ray. Refracted ray and the what? And the normal ray. We know that this is the normal ray. So where do we find it? Just here. This is where we find it. This is where we get to find the angle of what? Refraction. So this is what you need to get. This is what you need to understand. These are some of the things that you need to understand before you answer these particular questions, where they are located, where they are found. So you need to make sure that even as we answer these particular questions, we need to make sure that the angle of incidence is there and the angle of refraction is here. This is what we are supposed to understand. So the first question is saying that we find the refractive what? We find the refractive index and the critical angle in the diagram below. Let us start with A. So as you look at this question the way it is, what is the angle? So what is the angle of incidence? The angle of incidence, that is between the incident ray, this one here, this is the incident ray, and the normal ray. We are given that it is what? It is 50 degrees. What about the angle of refraction? The angle of refraction is between what? Is between the normal ray, this one here, the normal ray, and the incident ray here. It is found where we get to find it there. Are we given? No, we are not given. So for us to answer it, we know that this side, we are making a 90 degrees angle. Have you seen? There is a 90 degrees angle there. Since this part is not given, and we've got this part here, meaning that for us to find R that is here, for us to find the R, which is the angle of refraction, we need to say that 90 minus what? 65. This is what we are going to do. Then what is our answer? I want you to be participating. I want you to be participating. The people that have connected, I want you to be participating. So 90 minus 65, that is 25. This is so good. So we get what? 25. So I put my 25 here. We get 25. 25 what? 25 degrees. So this is our angle of what? Angle of incidence. This is the angle of refraction. That's when now we can write our formula. We say this is equal to sine I over sine what? R. And this is equal to what? This is equal to, we say sine what? Sine 50 over sine 25. What answer are you getting? So what is sine 50? 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 Sine 50. What is sine 50? I want us to answer these things together. What is sine 50? What is sine 50 here? What is sine 50? What answer are you getting? What answer are you getting there? What is your answer? What is your answer? What is our answer? What answer are we getting? So I can see sine 2. What do you mean 2? What do you mean 2? What do you mean 2? So you can't get a 2 there. You can't. It can't give you a 2. it is not, how can it give you sine 2? Just 2. What do you mean? You get your calculator. I don't know if we are using our calculators. You get your calculator and you punch that. So you get your calculator and punch. Let me get my calculator. So I say sine, this is what I'm going to do. Sine what? Sine 50. What is the answer? The answer that I'm getting when I say sine 50, this is the answer that I'm getting. The answer is what? 0.766. I don't know if you are getting the same answer. 0.4 like this and 4.4. I'll just end there. Over. What about sine 25? Sine 25, what answer are we getting? Sine 25. Sine 25. What is sine 25? Sine 25. What is sine 25? Sine 25. What answer are we getting? Sine 25. What is our answer? Sine 25. What is our answer? What answer are we getting on sine 25? Sine 25, what is our answer? Okay, the 0.4226. This is the answer that I'm also getting, which is 0.42261. So then, what is my final answer if I divide now? So when you divide those two, what is the answer now? So what is the answer when we divide? So when we divide 0.76604 divide 0.42261. The answer that I'm getting is what? The answer that I'm going to get will be 1.81. This is the answer. So that is the what? That is the diffractive index. I think we've all gotten that answer. That is the what? That is the refractive index. That is what you are supposed to do. So 1.81. This is the what? The refractive index. This is what you are supposed to do. I see a lot of people you are following closely. This is what we are supposed to do. So the answer is 1. Sir, are you rounding off? So this one here, I'm rounding off. This is correct to what? This is correct to 2 decimal places. On this part, don't round off. I'm just getting them. So get this. On this part, don't round off. Just write the answer that you're getting. Even there, the answer that you're getting. Don't round off. So just pick 1, 2, 3, at least 5 digits after the point. Don't round off on this part. Here, this is where you get to round off. So if the number that was after 1 is greater than 5, this one would have become a what? A 2. So this is what we are supposed to do. We are done with this. So we found the what? We found the diffractive index. Diffractive index is equal to what? The diffractive index is equal to 1.81. This is the what? That is the diffractive index. We found that. So now we move now to the other question. It was not only telling us to find the diffractive index. It was saying that find the what? It was telling us to find the critical angle. How can you find now the critical angle? For you to find the critical angle, you know that the critical angle is a particular ray of an incident ray, which can be calculated by using the formula. Critical angle is equal to sine inverse of sine multiplied by 1 over n. Like this. So sine inverse 1 over n. That is the formula we get to use if we want to find the what? The critical angle. Where you are going to say that critical angle is equal to sine inverse. So sine inverse 1 over the n that you are able to see here. This is the critical what? This is the refractive index. So the refractive index is 1.81. So meaning that we are going to say that this is equal to sine inverse of what? What is sine inverse of what? What is 1 divided by that? 1 divided by 1.81. What answer are you getting? You are getting this answer. 0.552486187. This is the answer that we are getting. So now, what is now the actual answer there? What is our actual answer? Myself, I'm able to see that answer. So for you to type sine inverse on your calculator, for you to type sine inverse, you go where it is saying shift. Some of you, it is shift. Other people, it is the second function. It depends with a calculator that you are using. So what is our answer there? What answer are you getting? Sine inverse of that. What is your answer? What answer are you going to get on that one? What answer are you going to get? What answer are you getting? What answer are you getting there? What answer are we getting? No one is calculating here. What answer? Just sine inverse. How do you type sine inverse on your calculator? How do you say second function? You go to sine now. Then you say 0.552486187. What answer are you going to get? What answer are you getting? Just want to confirm from you people. What answer are you getting? What is your answer? What answer are you getting? 49.723. Someone has found that answer. Other people, I want to confirm from everyone. What answer are we getting? 33 on that part. What answer? I don't know if it is my calculator, but I'm also getting 33. I'm also getting 33. So when I say second function, sine, I'm also getting 33. I'm also so the person found 49. So I just want to check how come it is giving okay like this. Then this is 33. I think we can all confirm. I'm getting 33. What is your answer? So according to my calculator, the answer that I'm getting is what? My answer is 33. I'm getting 33.5377436, which is just the same as what? If I round it off, this is the same as 33.5 degrees. This is the what? This is the critical angle that I'm getting. That is the critical angle that I'm getting. So it is what? It is, you say 33.54 or 34 degrees, just like that. So that is the angle that we are getting. That is our what? Our critical angle. Just like that, you are done. So those are the procedures that you are supposed to do. This is what you need to get and understand. The same way I'm answering these questions, this is how you are also supposed to answer them. So we are done with this part. We move on to the other one. So how can we answer that other one now? How can we answer that one? So we need to find, in that particular diagram, we need to find the angle of what? Incidence. What is the angle of incidence? The angle of incidence, have you seen, where is the angle of incidence? The angle of incidence is there. This is where we need to find the angle of incidence, on that part. But since we don't have that part, what are we going to do? We are going to say that this is, we are making a right angle here. There is a right angle here. So meaning that we need to say 90 minus 66. 90 minus what? 66. What answer are you getting there? So meaning the angle of incidence is equal to what? What is the angle of incidence? When we say 90 minus 66, what is the angle of incidence? So I want to be getting answers from you people. I want to be getting answers from you people so that I see if we are able to follow. 90 minus 66, what is the answer? What answer are you getting? I can see 24, 24, 24. I think the correct answer is 24. So I'm getting these answers from you. So this is 24 what? 24 degrees. About 4 people have commented 24. So 24 degrees. We go to the angle of what? Refraction. The angle of refraction, what is the angle of refraction? What is the angle of refraction? 24. This is so good. 24 is the correct answer. I've written it. So hope you are able to see. From here, you are given that from here up to there, it is 110. Then they want you to find the what? We want to find the what? The angle of refraction, which is here. So I won't tell you. I just want to see if people are able to follow. From here to there, this is 110. And you know that this is what? Refractive. Diffracted. This is the diffracted ray. So what is the angle now of refraction? Angle of refraction, I can see 70, I can see 20. How did we calculate? So let me see other people. 2 people, I've just seen 2 answers here. 70, I've seen 2 70s and 120. Which one is correct? 20 or 70? Which one is correct now? I can see 20. 2 people have commented 20 and 2 people have commented 70. Which one is correct now? So calculate wherever you are. Calculate even yourself the answer. 180 minus 110. It is giving you 70. Okay. So how can we calculate that? How can we calculate that? How can we 70? I can see another 70. So for us to answer this particular question, what we need to do is this. This is what we need to do. For us to calculate this question, what you need to understand is that from here up to there, this is what? A right angle. So from here up to there, this is a what? This is a right angle. You know that the angle that you are looking for is here. The angle that you are looking for is just there. So this is the right angle, meaning it is equal to what? 90 degrees. How can you find this part? You just say that 110 minus what? 90 degrees. The answer you are getting is what? Is 20. So meaning that 20 degrees is there. This is where you've got your 20 degrees. So this one is just what? 20 degrees. So we are just saying that 110 minus what? 90. And we are getting what? We are getting 20 degrees. So the correct answer there is what? 20 degrees. If you want, those of you that have gone that way, you are supposed to do this. If you use 180, you know that this is a straight line. If this is a straight line, then for us to find the angle that is here, we say that 180 minus what? Minus 110. 180 minus 110, the answer we are getting is 70 degrees. This 70 degrees is here. This is where we've got the 70 degrees. So the 70 degrees is just there. So for you to find now the angle of refraction that is here, you are going to say that 90 minus now 70, which is giving you what? 20 degrees. So meaning here you've got what? 20 degrees. So those are the procedures that you needed to do if you found a 70. So the angle now that we want to get now there on the refraction, angle of refraction, it is what? 20. So meaning that now we go on the formula. Diffractive index is given by the formula sine I over sine what? R, which is just equal to what? Sine I, angle of incidence is 24, over sine what? Over sine R, which is angle of refraction. Angle of refraction is 20. So what is our answer there? What is sine 24? Sine 24, what is your answer? Sine 24, sine 24. We need to be participating. What is sine 24? Sine 24. What answer are you getting? Sine 24. What is your answer? Just sine 24, sine 24. What is your answer? Sine 24. What answer are you getting on sine 24? What is your answer? What answer are we getting? What is our answer? What is our answer? Sine 24. What answer are we getting? What is our answer on sine 24? Just sine 24. What answer are we getting? Sine 24. Sine 24. What answer are we getting? I can see n. So this is the answer. Refractive index is equal to 1.19. Okay. So we are going to confirm. What is sine 24? Sine 24. People have gone. Okay, so this saying sine I, which is angle of incidence, is equal to, this is the same answer that I'm also getting. So 0.460736. This is the answer that I'm also getting. 0.406736643 over. What about sine 20? Sine 20, what are you finding? Sine 20, what is your answer? Sine 20, I'm getting this answer. 0.3420202143. Meaning that this answer is now equal to what? What is now the final answer? What is the final answer? We don't have calculators, some of us. Okay. I understand. So next time, we need to have our calculators. We need to make sure that we have our calculators. So now, what is the answer there when we divide? 0.4067, 0.4067366643 divide. You divide by what? 0.3420 says 0 2 0 like this 143. What answer are we getting? All right, sir. We'll buy. So we need to buy. We need to have our calculators. So 1.195575936. This is the answer that we are getting. So this answer is what? 1 point. This one is 9. So a 1 comes here. This one becomes a 2. Then this one 0. This is the answer. That is the answer that you are going to get. Have you seen? That is the what? The answer. After a 9, you've got a 5 there. So after a 9, you've got a 5 there. So you can't say 1 9 because there is a 5 there. A 1 drops at 9. 9, automatically becomes a 10. So when it becomes a 10, it gives away a 1 to a number that is before it. That one becomes a 2, itself become a 0. So this is what is happening. The answer is what? 1.20. So this is 1.20. This is the what? This is the refractive index. Then the critical angle. Critical angle is equal to sine what? Sine inverse of 1 over what? N. So this is just the same as critical angle is equal to sine inverse of what? 1 over 1.20. I want you to find everything at once and tell me the answer. I'm just interested in the answer. Just tell me the answer that you are getting. What is the answer there? I'm just interested in the answer. What answer are you getting? What is the answer there? What answer are you getting? What answer are you getting there? So this is also something good that this question, I like this question. It doesn't have SI units. Yes. Whenever we are talking about a refractive index has no units. So this is something that I forgot to mention, but we can see that in all these answers, we are not putting units. That is a ratio. When I tell you to define refractive index, you are going to tell me that refractive index, you get to define it by using